child in school, and the immediate reaction from the parents there, absolutely
jeering.
not.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It's amazing. I'm not sure there are too many parents now just waiting for their students to finish out the school day there.
Well, and this, we've said it, but this will definitely be a case study, because this shows just the lack of preparation in place and what happens when you have emotions high.
Well, and maybe there was a plan in place, but
it just
wasn't followed. Let's check back in with Ruby Durham. Ruby, you can see people understandably emotional as they leave.
Ben, emotional is an understatement right now. A lot of kids are walking out hysteric. They are walking out crying, tears flowing down their faces. A lot of parents are hugging their children as they come outside. More parents are now walking inside of Butler High. I can see dozens of them in the lobby trying to figure out where their child is. A lot of parents are on the phone. A lot of parents are pressing school officials for answers. We're hoping to get some sort of update from the superintendent in about 10 or 15 minutes or so we can understand what's happening right now, because there's a lot of confusion. Some people were at Elevation Church. Now people are here at the high school. Students are walking out. Some students are inside. So just imagine, how some parents are feeling, not knowing, what's going on right now. As I inch a little bit closer to the front door, I'm not going to go inside of the school, but you can just see the crowd of people walking inside, trying to figure out where their child is. A lot of parents are pressing towards the door. School officials are trying to stand at the door and trying to block parents from coming in, but parents are just pressing on. A lot of parents are on their phones talking to their kids inside. Some kids are saying their teacher is not allowing them to walk out. So a lot of parents frustrated at this point. I talked to one parent. They're in constant communication with their child, so a lot of parents are trying to stay patient, but just can't imagine how they're feeling right now. But they're just pressing towards the door, pressing towards the lobby. I can't really see how far they're getting into the school, but I can just tell you, dozens here right now, hundreds of parents are here right now trying to figure out where their child is and if their child is okay. A lot of students are walking out really scared, looking on their faces. They're crying. They're looking for their parents if they do not see them at the front door. A lot of parents got off work early, Ben and Carolyn, just to, make sure, everything is okay here at the school. Ma'am, are you looking for your child?
Yes.
Sir, you're still not able to find your child yet? Have you talked to them?
Yeah, just talked to her.
Okay, and she's going to be coming out?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely, as soon as she's released.
Ma'am, have you talked to your child? Is there? Okay. Okay. We want to be respectful to those parents who don't want to go on camera. But again, a lot of parents are, very curious as to what is going on. Ma'am. School officials are giving an update right now. 1 second. School officials are talking over their intercom right now, giving parents an update about the kids who are still in the class. School leaders are giving instructions as to what's going on right now. Some students are still in their block classes. They're holding them, they're releasing them one at a time, one classroom at a time. I'm trying to hear what they're saying to parents that are inside the lobby.
Okay, Ruby, you stand by for just a second. We're going to check in with Mark Boyle, because we should say
they're now asking parents to move back. More
What we are watching is a whole other security situation play out, in that we know the school was deemed safe after the shooting, but now you're seeing what is a large group of people, presumably all parents, but that's the problem, is that law enforcement and school officials are going to have to verify who these people are.
And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to release students to the proper person.
It's a huge task.
It is a huge task. So Mark, you've just learned something about more information coming out?
So the spokesperson for the school district told us that the superintendent's going to be giving some type of press conference or information to us in about 5 to 10 minutes across the street. But the issue right now for the district is what you're looking at. The parents here have forced their way past the police barricade, and now these parents are inside the school at the office. It appears as if the students are being checked out one by one, but the parents don't want to wait. They don't want to wait any longer, so they've gone inside the school and they've Now there's no system in place. There is not much security out here. So what we have been told from the school district CMS officials telling us that the superintendent will be holding a press conference in about 5 to 10 minutes from now, and that's when an update will be given. But we can confirm for you that shooting, of course, happening inside the school here. Brian Hacker with CMS. Tell us about the school superintendent, Brian.
He'll be speaking in about 3 minutes at the field.
Okay, so we're going to go across the street in 3 minutes and see if we can get some information from the superintendent. Ben and Carolyn, Mark Boyle out here live this morning. We'll send things back to you.
Mark, let us know the feeling there. Does it feel like there's tension, like something could burst at any moment, or are people being respectful of each other?
You have a little bit of both. You have a bit of frustration and anger, and then you feel a sense of relief. I'm going to step out of the way, and my photographer Willie can get you a better shot here. Every single parent has their phone out, and they are going in slowly and as quickly as possible because they want to find their child. So you have some parents that are angry, but in some cases that anger doesn't really do much for them. But it's one thing to say that versus actually happening and playing out. So these parents are nervous because there was a shooting here this morning, reasonably so. So they want the information from the district. Let's see, it appears as if they're handing out what appears, if you can see these green sheets of paper. Willie, can you see the green sheets of paper that they're handing out? It looks as if those are checkout forms. So the school is trying to do something orderly to where they get names of students, it appears, before these students are released, and parents are having to say, yes, my student can be checked out. But as you can imagine, the parents that are here, as soon as they lay eyes on their kids, they want to take their kid out of the school. Again, an update from the superintendent expected shortly, live here on NBC Charlotte. Ben and Carolyn, back to you.